You know, the reason why Asian people are so upset about this whole Asian boycott is just because we're being, singled out, you know what I mean? Always getting singled out, like, it's not the first time, right, for us, you know what I mean? And we would have thought, like, of all people, black people would have understand. And it's messed up, this whole situation, like, little, like, white people, like, race against black people for generations, and now black people are race against Asians. I mean, it's kind of ironic, don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day.
What are your thoughts, Crystal, about this?
First and foremost, let's look at the elephant in the room. You want to be black. The way
Right.
you're wearing your hat, the way you're speaking,
I'm like, what?
everything you're saying, sweetheart, you learned English from watching these same rap videos that you're talking about. Stop playing with me. Secondly, let's really talk about it. The African-American dollar, hence Target, you saw this. If we pull our money away, the economy will crash. Black dollar is over 1.9 trillion. Asian dollar is less than $1 trillion.
That's right.
They only support their own color.
That's right.
Yet you build beauty supplies, Chinese restaurants, nail salons. As soon as a plaza comes up, what's the first thing that drops in it?
Chinese restaurant.
Especially in a black area.
Yeah.
Why? Because no one else is going to spend with you. Those same white people in that white neighborhood that you live in, you do that because you want to blend in, but you still need the black dollar to be relatable. So please, don't speak for all Asians because I know he can't. Not every Asian thinks this way. There's some beautiful Asian people out there, and I know a lot of them. But sir, you want to be black. You want to be Tu Wong Fu Waka Flocka Jack. Like, stop playing with me, please. pick a side and move on.
Did y'all see the video of the guy that posted if all black women stopped buying hair care products for 30 days, the impact that it would have on the world? He posted a video and it blew up. All the comments are wanting to do it and how do we do it and all of those kinds of things. So from what I'm seeing, the revolution is going to start September the 1st. And he also posted the impact that it would have on the world. And I'm just going to kind of glance over what he said.
Imagine if black women all across the world stopped buying hair products for 1 month, just one. Here's what would happen day by day. We'll never guess what happens by day 30. Day 1, major retailers panic. Beauty supply stores, Amazon, even Tesco and Target see a dip. They start calling emergency meetings and wondering if it's a boycott. Day 2 to 4, Korean and South Asian owned distributors start calling store owners and wondering what's going on with these orders. Meanwhile, social media is flooded with DIY hair care tips, product swaps, and natural styles. Day 5 to 7, stocks start sitting still and weekly targets are getting missed. So online stores try and do flash sales, but black women aren't budging. Days 8 to 12, media picks it up, think pieces drop, and news segments with headlines saying black beauty dollar disappearing, and those influencers, the ones who were silent, they start picking sides. Days 13 to 17, some beauty store owners start posting public apologies. Others double down. We've always supported the community. And a few offer black brands better shelf placements out of fear. Days 18 to 21, smaller black-owned hair care brands start to see a surge. Those ones who are still handmade and sell directly to consumer. Instagram and TikTok lives are flooded with founders, recipe sharing, and real talks about ingredients. Days 22 to 25, big brands start panicking. Emails start going out to their multicultural consultants. Marketing teams rush out apology rebrands. We hear you, we see you. Basically, just buy us again. Days 26 to 29, store revenue between the US and the UK beauty sector drop millions. You guys are making me want to start a revolution. Investors start to notice, product managers and retail buyers get fired. Quiet calls start to go out. Can we partner with black founders now? Day 30, a full month later, and it's clear. The black beauty consumer isn't just a niche. She is the market. And for once, she knows it. We talk about power, but if we decided to actually use it, are you deep in that? Game over.
Common sense approach. Now, I know most Asian business owners are probably thinking to themselves that this situation with black Americans banning, supporting their businesses will eventually come to an end sooner than later, and it'll be back to business as usual. But to be honest with you, I don't think so. As you can see, these ladies getting it in, putting in work. I don't think so. I think you guys are in it for the long haul. when it comes to black people supporting your businesses again. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think so. Number one, a lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up anyway. And that's just the truth. A lot of people have been waiting on you to fuck up. Which leads me to number two. You have close to 50 million black Americans in this country. A lot of them who have been waiting on the opportunity to provide these services to their community. But you was in the way, which goes back to number one. A lot of people been waiting on you to fuck up. And last but not least, a lot of black Americans have been talking to their children about this. And there's a lot of things you don't want to be in the eyes of your children, but you definitely don't want to be a hypocrite and to look weak in front of your children or in the eyes of your children. So for me to sit down and have these conversations with my children on why we shouldn't support these businesses and then to go and start back supporting them makes me a hypocrite to my child, and it also makes me look weak. So for the, it's a few more reasons, but those just a few reasons why I feel like things will never go back and be the same as it was. This common sense approach.
Can a boycott really reshape an entire community? Social media is filled with claims that some businesses are losing customers because of growing tension between communities. But is this a nationwide movement or a series of isolated incidents? Let's watch more clips and we'll come back to talk about it.
Asian folks, do you know why black folks are cutting you off? Here's a brief history lesson. Asian folks were discriminated against just like black folks. Y'all were kinfolk for a bit. And then you were restricted to being able to open up different shops that were considered undesirable, like laundromats. Now, black folks could have opened those things up, but they knew that that was your limit. And somewhere along the line, you became the favored minority. Because after the wars, we had plenty of half-Asian babies, and you looked close enough. And when you socially rose up by the graces of those that bestowed it upon you, you just left black folks alone. But what was the catalyst here? It was the fact that it was an Asian dude that's already apparently killed 2 other people. Got off with barely a tch on the wrist. And y'all ain't doing jack. Black folks have stood with you since the beginning of time, and they're about to show you how much they've impacted your life. It's not that you couldn't be replaced. It's that they were too polite to. And y'all just kept silent. Not doing a damn thing, even defending the dude. Really. So at this point, you get what you're going to get. Black-owned businesses are going to thrive. And you've seen so many black folks telling you, like, we could have replaced you a long time ago. Now you're about to see it. You're about to get humbled. Just like racist white people, they're about to get humbled. They're about to get humbled. Whether you believe it or not, I love all of you. And as always, stay amazing. Or be amazing. Your choice. Or it could be one of those people that's like, don't leave me. Me too.
It's actually crazy to me that black people are being called racist for boycotting Asian businesses. Like, we all see what's currently going on in the world. So, like, that's crazy. Like, first of all, that's not racism at all. And the thing is, if they are literally creating their business in order to specifically bring in the black dollar, then that just means that they're literally trying to literally take the black dollar from out the black communities and then not necessarily give back to those communities. They just want to take all of the money from black people because they know black people spend the most money when it comes to certain things. And so then they build stores of those certain things where they know black people spend the most money, and then they build it within black communities and then just take black people's money and then don't put that back into the community that they're a part of, where their business is. And also, it's confusing to me because if black people are no longer going to these stores, but there's no other races in those stores, then why are black people the ones that are being called racist for boycotting these companies? When if black people are that important to the company in itself, the company was literally built with the idea that this is specifically to gain money from the black community, which is kind of, interesting to say the least. But then that means that there aren't other races coming into these stores. So why is the anger only pointed towards black people? And it's because of the assimilation to whiteness that other people of color always have. Like, it's actually so insane to me. And it's like the issue always becomes black people rather than the actual system that was created not to benefit black people in any way. That also affects non-black people of color, but because non-black people of color want to assimilate so much to whiteness, they literally just take the stance of black people are bad. And so they blame the things on black people, and black people become the scapegoat for a bunch of situations when it's like realistically to the core, the issue is white supremacy. And I don't see that being a discussion that's being literally discussed and broken down and talked about at length. Like, it's just so crazy to me because it's like, it's so easy to just blame black people and call black people racist for boycotting Asian businesses. But it's like, let's look at everything that's been going on throughout these communities forever. Number one, these stores are specifically put into black communities to then get all of black people's money. And then also at the same time, other races aren't in the stores but aren't being called out for not going to those stores. It's just black people because now black people don't want to spend their money where they're not appreciated. It's actually why.
Businesses succeed or struggle for many different reasons, including inflation, rising operating costs, changing customer habits, and in some cases, organized boycotts. When customers choose to spend their money elsewhere, the impact can be very real for small business owners and their employees. At the same time, it's important not to assume that the action of some individuals represent an entire racial or ethnic community. Black, Asian, Latino, and other communities are not political or economic monoliths, and people within every community hold a wide range of opinions and make different choices. The truth is, lasting economic success usually comes from trust, quality service, fair prices, and strong relationship with customers, regardless of race or politics. At the end of the day, division may generate headlines, but cooperation is what helps neighborhood and local businesses thrive. What do you think? Are social media controversies having a bigger impact on local businesses, or are broader economic challenges still the main issue? Share your thoughts in the comment respectfully, and before you go, do well to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next.